y'all, Mythic Rare here. Welcome back to all my A1 Day 1 subscribers. I can't believe there are 14 of you. And if you're new or just passing through, welcome. This is my Chuck Pinson Space for Reflection by Diamond Art Club, Diamond Kid again, for drills and chills. And these trees against like the cool gray tones in the background and like the foggy atmosphere are just pure magic. So anyways, usual suspects, random Diamond Art Club tray, Amazon pen. We've got Chit in all of our multi-placers. No, I did not say the S word. I said the Romanian word for putty. There we have it. And then this is my other Amazon pen with a 7-placer in it. In the single placers, we are using Patty Wax Super Sticky. And yeah, so last we left off, I had my allergic reaction. I got tested for tryptase, all that. It came back normal, and I was like scratching my head. But me and Dr. Laura decided to go with the lowest pediatric dose possible. And I've already had my first 2 shots of that, and the first time nothing happened because I was on prednisone at the time, so of course like nothing could happen. The second time around I got super wiped out from that, and yeah, just basically like slept it off. And like I had a super rough weekend last weekend because I had to walk around 6 stores. It was one of those where Alex's mom was not doing too hot, and we decided, like, we as in Alex's dad and me decided to go get groceries, and we decided to leave Alex at home with his mom. And so I walked around all the places. I got my stuff. We picked up some of Alex's stuff, but not everything. And so he basically begged and pleaded that I go and hit all the same grocery stores with him again after only being home for like 2 hours. Yeah. So that was definitely some exercise right there. And certainly the allergy shot did not help. Honestly, I think like the combination of that and then just like work stuff, YouTube stuff, I kind of did myself in. And maybe I didn't drink as much water, perhaps maybe skipped a allergy pill on accident, because Saturday I woke up fine, but as the day progressed, I started to get pressure in my sinuses, and I was like trying all the classic tricks, like taking an extra Zyrtec, getting some extra Flonase in case I like spaced it the night before, which hindsight being 2020, I pretty much figured that I did. I don't know, I was kind of just like in zombie mode and just kind of like diamond paint and chill. And yeah, just like as the evening progressed, it just got very bad to the point where everything was cool on my right hand side of my face, but my left hand side of my face was completely like starting to swell to the point where I will like struggle to drink out of a Yeti mug. It was kind of bad. So Monday I go to urgent care and they're just like, yeah, if we don't nip this in the bud right now, it's going to be a full-blown sinus infection and all of that. So I will. So they gave me prednisone. Yay, prednisone, my best friend. They gave me a Z-pack of it. So 6 and then 5 and then 4, 3, 2, 1, yada yada. And on that Z-pack, we are day number 4. I feel so much better compared to Monday. And yeah, because even like yesterday a little bit in the morning, my face still felt kind of tight, but now I can talk just like regular and stuff and don't have any tightness in my face at all, which is awesome. So that's where we are at on the allergy stuff. Alex is still at his contractor supply job. He's developed a liking for certain coworkers, others he's not so fond of, but in general it is going pretty well. So, yay. I feel like when I kind of miss him because I have like a ridiculous shift where for work I work at like 1:30 in the afternoon and then I'm out by 10 in the evening. So it is an inconvenient shift, very much so, to the point where I even have a line item on my check that basically says inconvenient shift plus $160. Like, or actually per paycheck it's like plus $80 inconvenient shift. Which, for paying off bills and everything, like that extra little bump is wonderful just because they recognize that you do not spend time with your family or loved ones at all. I do kind of wish that it was a little bit more because honestly, I feel like it is just not worth it. I may switch after my contract is over. I may switch desks with my day job again and take calls from the regular phone line instead of doing more specialized work, because while sometimes it is nice to have like those guaranteed weekends off for what I do, like just not being able to see people like just hardly being able to see my family and stuff like every single day is just kind of like like what's the point now? But we do what we do, right? At least I'm blessed enough to be complaining about the stuff at my job. Let's just think about it that way. There isn't really much going on except for the allergy stuff and that I have a work function coming up this Friday that I am actually filming way earlier in the week for, so I feel like my personal schedule is like all topsy-turvy and whatnot, but at the same time, I feel like it's gonna be such a breath of fresh air because I am typically like not a person who gets out very much, um, or does like very many things. I'm very much a homebody. I'm not the going out kind of person. Like, my idea of a good time is diamond painting until 2 in the morning, or if my computer wasn't a polished piece of trash. Okay, take it back. It is not trash. It was a pre-bought machine that you had modded, and you basically got rid of everything original except for the CPU and the motherboard, and you upgraded it, and it has lasted you for 12 years. It is not a piece of trash, but it is a potato. Potato meaning it cannot run AAA titles. It will just handle basic Terraria and Minecraft, and good luck running 14 on the lowest settings because you will see screen tear kind of machine. Yeah. But yeah, like that is my idea of a good time. Even before the pandemic, I never really went out. Well, I mean, like I did kind of when I was in high school and stuff like that, but I think that my parents traumatized me a little bit too much to where I'm just like, okay, I'm not going to give you anything to talk about on the phone or on social media. I am just going to do absolutely nothing worth note. I am just going to do my job, come home, and we are checking out of reality. We are playing video games, essentially. I'm probably making it sound like my parents are like the worst, like horrible, evil people in the world. They are not. I have heard some horror stories from my friends who have had it like way worse, and I can attest to you that no, they are not. They were strict, but no, they are not the most evil people in the world. Uh, Come to find out, as a kid who eventually decided to grow a pair of cojones and then like eventually move out. Um, yeah. I find that as I get older, um, there are just certain things that I've kind of questioned them on, other things that I've forgiven them on, and stuff like that. As you can tell, as you can probably have already figured out, like rarely if ever do I have a script because I feel like I am not being genuine, and then well, that's not the point of a whip and chat. The point of a whip and chat is to talk, rant about what's going on in your life. Which, by the way, if you haven't already, please feel free to join me in the painting with diamonds, or any craft supplies, or craft things, or chores, or whatever. Just let me be your entertainment, and give me some much needed likes or view time with my YouTube, because I feel like the hard work is finally paying off, and I will love to see this channel grow. Yeah, I did eventually make a logo for my channel, and I feel like it's been such a long time coming, because um back in college, we like my graphic design program, we were tasked with making a logo and a full on personal brand guide for ourselves. At the time, I knew like I wanted to live the life. Being a YouTuber to me meant that I could just wake up every day at 9 a.m. Like, I could sleep in until like 8 a.m., 9 a.m. I could have my breakfast, go work out at the gym, come home, film my videos for YouTube, not have to be, this is blah 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 airlines, this is Mythic, how can I help you? Yeah, no. It meant not answering the phone, not answering to any like QA listening in on my phone calls, not having my screen recorded unless I wanted to, not not having to deal with any irate people necessarily. I know that mean tweets, mean comments, just like negativity is a thing. And for the longest time, I was a harbinger of it when I was a goth girl. But anyways, I like being a YouTuber to me meant like I could basically do what I pleased. Like I had like basically an infinity sign for my checking account balance or my credit card limit. Like I could go on, like I could make a thing one day for my Patreon rewards and then just like send like have different things for certain tiers, get like wheelbarrows full of money, things like that, like things that like the inner child in us wants, that somehow Mr. Beast happened to manifest with his channel. That's what, and like jet setting and traveling all around the world and like stuff like that, just like basically being unfettered and like doing as I please. But I have come to realize that it is so much more work than that. But at the same time, I do really enjoy it, because I like doing all of the diamond painting things, not just because it like pleases that artistic part of me where I want to do art, but I can't like get it right on the paper and I feel frustrated, or like I have that innate desire to create something, but I can't just like I don't know. But this is why I diamond paint, because, and this is also kind of why I skipped the, or put aside the essentially Fenrir adult coloring page for Drills and Chills, is because that came at a time where I kind of felt a certain way about the particular craft, because I wasn't gonna have a diamond painting in time for Jills and Chills, but then I somehow got enabled and found one. But this is kind of why I like to diamond paint. As you can see, my mind is running rampant. And when I had that picture out, I was going 1,000,000 miles a minute. Actually, hang on. I can put that up here and then I can show you guys what would happen every single time that... Oh, that was my water bottle, by the way. But I can show you what would happen every single time that I would look at the picture. So, oh, where are you? Where are you, Fenrir? Okay, here he is. So, and another reason why I picked this, by the way, was because it was during the whole supermoon thing. So, I would basically look at this and then I would just start solving for like 50 bajillion artist problems or artist concerns all at the same time. Like, for example, right here, like, we've got the moon and we've got this tree in front of the moon. That means that the light is going to be all along the edges of the branches, and the shadows are always the opposite of the light. So we have to have this kind of like in like a light blue glow, because that's the kind of light that the moon gives off. But is it really going to be a light blue glow? Because having just like that classic golden yellow moon is also very, like, it's been done so many times, especially with the type of color for the night sky that you chose. But when it's like that close to the earth, the moon actually looks more orange than yellow. And then you also got to figure out like your cast shadows, your ambient occlusion. So like, where are the trees going to cast a shadow? Like, what part of the ground is going to be in shadow because of Fenrir's paw or the tree trunks, or etc., etc. Like, what part of the bats are we going to have in like the deepest, darkest black, and what edges are we going to highlight in that same minty blue to be coherent with the trees? Are we going to do Fenrir's coat that classic black and gray? Are we going to make him red and brown? Or are we going to make him black with like white splotches? Like, what color are we going to make his eyes? Are we going to make his eyes blood red? Are we going to make them brown or like Arctic blue? Like, and the list goes just on and on and on. Sometimes I just straight up do not want to hear this inner monologue of myself and like, Mythic, shut up. Like, and I will just want to do this. But sometimes I really do love that like whole stream of conscious inner monologue. Like, I'm wanting to talk and go into a whole bajillion different directions, because that's part of what makes these whip and chat things very interesting. But when I'm trying to lay down at night, or I'm trying to slow down for the night, and then all of this happens, it's kind of like, yeah, you need to shut up and you need to go to bed. But no, like, before I got the diamond painting, and it was with hearing about all the student loan stuff and all the things with the hurricanes and all that, I was just filled to the point with anxiety where I was having problems like trying to breathe. And then, you know, of course, like with the allergy thing, that also didn't help. But yeah, like just in these last few weeks of having diamond painted just this 1/3 of the canvas, which now I'm kind of starting to feel a certain way, like I need to pick up the pace because a lot of people are already like halfway done. I'm only 1/3 done. But you know, that's another thing that I can worry about for another time because life just seems content on throwing me cards. But diamond painting has actually been very wonderful. Despite that anxiety of, oh, am I gonna finish in time for the end of Jills and Chills? But speaking of diamond painting, I am very excited. I don't know if you guys have run into them yet, but the Mermaid Cavern, she is gonna release her own diamond painting kits, and from what I read off of her website, she mainly would buy a lot of diamond paintings and then would destash them and like resell them throughout the year. But now she's actually going to be having her own diamond paintings, and she draws these things on her iPad, and she's ordered test kits from a few manufacturers. And even though, like, we probably will not get, like, finished products to purchase or test out in time for Jills and Chills this year, we might have something for Jills and Chills for her, like, from her shop next year. And her kits are very good. I'm gonna toss this up in the iCards so y'all can check them out, but I love it. It's anime style art, and her characters and everything are very cute. Like, she's definitely got some, like, colorful, but at the same time gothic and like sugar skull type of portraits in there that I would absolutely love to do for Jills and Chills, or just like any part of the year. Like her test kits look so amazing. Honestly, if I could buy one of those off of her right now, I totally would. But yes, like I am super duper excited for that. If you are someone else who is like clamoring for a good anime style diamond painting, definitely check her out because her stuff is amazing and I cannot wait for her to launch and to sell. And I hope that she sells out because it's just that good. They look that good. The drills look good. Like, it is just awesome. Another thing that I am super duper excited about is Belle Arte Nicole is getting more stuff on her channel, or on her website, like soon. So yeah, like I basically have, I don't know if anybody else has this as a diamond painter or who does this, but um for those who have to be more careful with your budgets, do you also do this? Like, drop a like down below if you also make a shopping list of all of these kits that you want to purchase, from what shop, what size you want, squares, rounds, charted ABs. Like, have you made a list of exactly what canvases that you want to get, and you save up for all of these canvases, and then you just go ham at insert date year? Because after being so strict with my budget, I feel very tempted after Christmas to just, and I realize that I do kind of actually do, I have been doing this ever since late 2020 when I first started diamond painting. And like, if it is after Christmas or Black Friday, it's like somewhere around President's Day that I typically tend to do this. But I will go and I will like have this massive stock up. Like, I don't know. Do you stock up throughout the year, or do you just save your money and then just go ham all at once? Like, now that I think about it, there's there's a few that I want to get. Like, for example, from Jaded Gem Shop, I want to get one of the Jasmine Beckett Griffith D&D girls, and the one is holding the D20. There's also a piece of work from Text Art. It's the Tarot Card Death, and there's a ghost coming out of the tarot card, and it's all like purples, blues, and blacks. Like, I really do love that color palette. I know if I ordered it right now, I would not get it in time for Trolls and Chills 2023, but it would definitely be a shoe-in for 2024. From Diamond Art Club, I like Persephone. The one where she's basically sitting on the pomegranates and like has the skulls and stuff around her. Like, that one is one that I've wanted to get. But then there's this other like Persephone from Lazy River Wood Turning that I've wanted to, like the Hades and Persephone. I've always loved that juxtaposition between winter and death, and then like the spring, and then everything coming back to life. Like, I've always have loved that. And then Lazy River Wood Turning also has this other one right now where it is stained glass, but it's cherry blossoms, and I definitely have a lot of 818 ABs, and I think that those would just be the bomb in that type of picture if pink ABs are not already charted. And of course, because like Craftedly Craze, and I've noticed that Craftedly Craze and Summer with the Masters happened at the same time. I want to see if maybe I can pick up an old Masters kit from Craftedly and maybe double dip. But definitely want to pick up another Craftedly because my experience with them was awesome. And then, like, I want to try at least one from Munimade. Haven't figured out a specific canvas, but I want to try one from at least Munimade to say that I've tried Munimade. Gosh, like, there are so many. I basically just, like, I almost want to go on, like, a small shop, on a small shop spree. Oh yeah, speaking of shops, like Distracted by Diamonds is one that I've wanted to get a kit from like a very long time, because obviously I've been up in that Etsy shop for quite a few visits, but it's mostly for the patty wax. I need to actually get a kit from Distracted by Diamonds. Which, if you are new to the community and you've kind of been curious about that, Distracted by Diamonds and patty wax are kind of like it's complicated, but basically they're from the same person. And I forget the whole story behind it, but basically they've had to keep those two as almost like separate entities. DIY Moon Shop was on my radar for a very long time, and I wanted to get something from them, but they had like the most premium kits when I started, and it's just like their price point is something that it would have been a holy grail just to have like one DIY moon shop, but now sadly they are closed. I am so glad though that the artists who are with them have been able to license through other diamond painting shops, because I'll still be able to give like that particular artist a shot, but also give maybe another small shop a shot as well. But yeah, like lots of very exciting things happening in like the diamond painting realm, and like I cannot wait to see how everything develops with the Mermaid Cavern. This like completely took a whole bunch of turns. Let me see how long I've been talking. Oh wow, 39 minutes. And I just went like completely off the rails, all on a tangent, and like all the things. But as you can tell, as I've been going on, diamond painting is a very much needed thing for me, because I just noticed I was like on ADHD. Coffee just like hit the bloodstream levels of like the rambles, but now as it's gotten more into my system, I actually feel more calm and more focused. And I'm kind of just wanting to go and just diamond paint and chill as I wait for my load of laundry to finish. So I will leave it here. If I made you smile, if I made you laugh, drop a like down below, and we'll see you next time. Bye.